Forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Tuesday night, 10 o'clock, and another beautiful evening across all of central Illinois. Looking great with clear skies and temperatures that are down into the low 70s from Champaign over to Springfield, upper 60s down in the Effingham area right now. If you like today, it's almost going to be a carbon copy for tomorrow, as high temperatures once again will warm back to the mid-80s. But you may slowly start to feel a little bit more in the way of that humidity. We'll talk about when it really cranks and when thunderstorms may return to the forecast. The official start to summer and your Father's Day forecast when we come back. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
A protest carried across two different cities tonight in central Illinois. What they're demanding.
A new facility is going to bring more than a dozen jobs to Danville, what will soon be built.
It's just been crazy.
People being forced to stay at home has been good for one industry, what it's caused a shortage of.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Jessica Coons. If you drove through Champaign-Urbana tonight, you may have been stopped at several intersections. Protesters were marching for a few hours. They're calling for racial justice and to defund police. WCIA 3's Jen Lask followed that march. She's live in Urbana tonight. So Jen, what were some of the messages you heard tonight from those protesters?
Well, Jess, it's quiet here now, but just 30 minutes ago, protesters were kneeling right in this intersection, calling for an end to the capitalism that has enabled systemic racism. They also were calling to show solidarity for people who are suffering from poverty, and they say as long as there's a message of love, freedom, equality, and equity, they are standing together. Now, this protest began shortly after we went live on WCIA at 6, and they began marching from Urbana's city building all the way to Champaign's police department, and then to Champaign City Building as well. And then they began coming back here, and throughout the march they would stop at different intersections as well, calling for police reforms, calling for an end to systemic racism. And again, they wrapped up here at the end of the night. Now, as we were driving back behind them as well, Champaign, Urbana, and state police all were there following the protesters as well, blocking off the roads at the end so that other cars were not coming through these intersections as protesters were making their voices heard. Now, they say that there's also going to be another protest. There's actually going to be multiple ones throughout the week. Showing Up for Racial Justice has more planned for tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday as well. And then on Saturday, this group also is holding a protest at 2 o'clock in King Park. And we will be bringing you the latest updates on each of these protests as we learn more details about them. Live in Urbana, Jen Lask, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
All right, Jen, thank you. In Danville, police are investigating 5 shootings in 3 days. 6 people have been hurt, some of them seriously, including a man last night. He told police he was standing on Hazel Street near Fairchild when he was shot. We spoke to a woman whose family lives on Hazel, and she says she's concerned.
We need to do something. What can we do about it? You know, like I said, the police need to come more around, you know, to guard the area, especially where the shooting are.
Police have not arrested anyone for those shootings. Part of a church was destroyed this morning after a fire in Clinton. This happened at the Clinton Assembly of God Church near Mulberry and Leander Streets. The pastor says flames consumed the sanctuary, Sunday school rooms, and offices, but they are hoping to still have service on Sunday.
It's just brick and mortar. We've been telling our people that our church is not a building, that we are the church, our people are the church, and now I guess we're going to have to prove that.
No one was hurt, but a few firefighters had to be treated for heat exhaustion. That fire is still under investigation. New for you tonight, a new law aims to help sexual assault survivors. Federally qualified health centers can now give rape kits during public health emergencies like COVID-19. This means they can perform rape kit exams and collection. Organizations that help survivors say this gives people another option.
Rather than being limited to going to emergency rooms, which right now can feel even more intimidating than it normally is, it's going to open up an opportunity for other places for survivors to go get evidence kits done.
We reached out to Promise Healthcare. They are the only federally qualified health center in Champaign County. They say as of right now, they are not offering that service. Looking now at the latest on coronavirus, 623 new cases were announced in Illinois today. The state's total is more than 133,000, and statewide there are fewer than 1,900 COVID patients in the ICU. Public Health also announced 72 more deaths. Illinois' death toll is nearly 6,400. The Illinois Attorney General tested positive for COVID-19. Kwame Raoul found out he had it this morning. He was tested yesterday after experiencing minor symptoms over the weekend, and he is self-isolating. The Illinois Republican Party is filing a lawsuit against Governor Pritzker over restrictions in the stay-at-home order. That group had to hold its annual convention remotely last week. Party leaders say the current limit of only 10 people gathering in one place limited the work they need to do ahead of the election. Members say if rally goers and church congregations are able to meet in larger groups, they would like political parties to experience those same liberties under the First Amendment.
Pritzker is ruling Illinois like an unaccountable king, where he only gets to decide which violations of his executive order have his blessing. The Illinois Republican Party will not sit idly by while the governor of Illinois applies one rule for himself and his political allies and another rule for everyone else.
The group is asking a federal judge to promptly issue an order to defend their right to gather. The governor signed a bill into law expanding vote by mail and making this November's election a state holiday. That means if you voted in any election since the fall of 2018, you'll automatically get an application in the mail to register for a mail-in ballot. Republicans cried foul, claiming this expanded vote-by-mail program could make voter fraud more likely. Democrat Betsy Dirksen-Londrigan is running for Congress this November, and she applauded the move, saying it's good for both parties.
Illinois is expanding vote by mail. I mean, we've had vote by mail. They're making it better, stronger, reaching more people. That should be a positive no matter what your party affiliation.
This new law expands early voting hours to help keep people at a safe social distance and also expands who can apply to become an election judge, measures to make sure voting precincts are well staffed. The March primary saw several voting locations understaffed because of coronavirus fears. New at 10, Mattoon has a new fire chief. Firefighter Jeffrey Hilligas was appointed tonight during City Council's meeting. He and 7 others applied for the position earlier this year. The city has been without a permanent fire chief since early last year. We now have a follow-up from Vermilion County. A marijuana cultivation center was approved to start construction in Danville. Tonight, City Council okayed the special use permit. WCIA3's Jennifer Jensen has more.
Danville City Council gave the stamp of approval to allow a medical and adult use marijuana cultivation center to be built on the far east side of the city on East Main Street. This will be an agricultural site, not meant for commercial or retail sales. The company, Green Growth Group, says the building would be about 25,000 square feet. Construction will take between 18 and 24 months to complete. Danville's mayor says he expects the city will get a financial boost from the increase in property taxes on the land.
The fact that a new facility is going to be built to grow the product, that alone, I mean, you're going from farmland, which is a certain value per acreage, to actual having buildings on the property. So that would certainly increase the property value substantially.
The mayor also says the cultivation center would create jobs for about 20 people. The company has not yet responded with when they plan to start construction. Reporting, I'm Jennifer Jensen, WCIA3, your local news leader.
That company is now waiting for a license to be issued from the Department of Agriculture, and once that happens, they will submit a comprehensive site and construction plan to the city. A fireworks show could be coming to Danville for the 4th of July. Tonight, Council voted to approve a partnership with the village of Tilton to pay for it. On Thursday, Tilton will also vote to give it the final green light. It's been decades since the city has put on a show. Businesses usually do it, but nobody volunteered this year, and the mayor says they wanted to give people something to smile about. It'll cost about $15,000. Danville and Tilton would each pitch in half of that money. The pandemic caused a shortage in cleaning products and toilet paper. Now something else is in high demand. Plus, tick season is here, how you can keep from being bit, and what you should do if you are. And later, Illini football is back to practicing, but not like how they used to.